I am on headset 10 minutes. You got it. Yeah, I feel good, guys. I feel good even though I never slept. You're looking at a live shot of the Vale Ant Arena in Davos. This might be the loudest crowd so far because in the area to my right in the Davos Den, which our buddy Doug and I have not referred to as often, the Davos Den, Doug, is going to be hopping like it hasn't so far. I do not see an empty seat in the Davos Den. It's absolutely packed. Here's our view. Here comes Bednar, in over the line, offside. Let's go downstairs for Honegger's Hunches. Doug? Here comes Yaroslav Bednar, in over the line, offside. Let's go downstairs for Honegger's Hunches. Doug? Yaroslav Bednar, in over the line, offside. Rinkside we go. Here's Doug with the hunches. Yep. Remember, eat chocolate fudge, my friend Dougie. Chocolate fudge, enjoy the moment. Bednar in over the line, offside. Rinkside we go. Here's Doug. Did we find out about Alexander Picard? Okay, but not for Canada. On his website, it says 2015 Spengler Cup champion. That's the issue I have. No, 2015 is last year. Well, I can't. I'm going to. No, it doesn't. Okay. It doesn't work. I'm interviewing him, and it's a big elephant in the room. No, if he played in the Spengler for Canada. In the Spengler. Thank you. My bad. Love you, brother. Here we go, boys.
Hi, have a good one. Have a good game. Hello, have a good one. Have a good game.
Vladimir Sakatsky starting, correct, number 50 against Patrick Rybar. I see another addition. They've got a number 11. I have no number 11 on my sheet in black. I have no number 11. The 90th edition of the Spengler Cup on TSN is on the air. Day number 2, game number 3. I'm Steve Kouleas up top. Doug Honegger, former Swiss Olympian in 1992, OQ star back in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League for the Hull Olympics, is between the benches. Today we've got that team in black, Mountfield from the Czech Republic, taking on this guy's team, Vladimir Sakatsky and Yekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg losers to Lugano 4-2 yesterday. This is a huge proverbial must-win game for them. Sakatsky got some ice and looked pretty good in the game yesterday when he came in, taking on Mountfield. They are 6th in the Czech Republic League. It's a 14-team league. They're having a very good year this year at 17-9-6. And Doug, they do score even though they play in what's normally known as a defensive league. Mountfield in black with the white trim. They just came out of a mini huddle. And Yekaterinburg in the area to my right. Doug's left is wearing white with the red and black trim. So here we go. Day 2, game number 3. Pull up a chair and enjoy the 90th edition of the Spengler Cup. We're here in Davos at the Vaillant Arena, sold out and louder in the Davos Den, Doug, than it's been so far in the tournament. Early chance right in on goal. An opportunity for Saravini. And Rudy Saravini, who spent 2 years in Regina with the Pats, has an excellent chance. That took 10 seconds. Vladimir Sakatsky, 26 years of age, first year with the team, has a .919 save percentage in the KHL this year. Yekaterinburg, here in white, 4th in the Harlamov division. They're 2 games under 500 at 21-4. Puck comes back to Timashov towards the net. They score! It may have been tipped in front by Dmitry Monia. Just like that, 31 seconds in, Yekaterinburg leads. It's 1-0. Chassel in number 22 is right there, and that was your low-high screen. Layers, my friend. It's all about layers. Let's go downstairs for Honegger's Hunches. Doug. Dmitry Monia looked very good against Lugano last game. He did score in that contest. So already his second goal of the tournament as Mountfield brings it back the other way. Another individual effort right in on goal was Alexander Picard, 8th overall in 2004 to Columbus. 67 career NHL games under his belt. 2004 was the Alexander Ovechkin draft. He's known for his offense and playmaking ability overseas, and we saw some of it there, Doug. Puck is picked up here by Konstantin Volkov. He loses it momentarily as Mountfield starts back in their own zone. Alish Palas gets it in deep. Looking for Lubak in tights. He couldn't keep it in. Trying to keep it in on the far side was Rudy Saravini. And back comes Yekaterinburg the other way. Roman Ivashov with an opportunity. He loses it. Mountfield sets things up as Ivashov heads to the bench. We're 2 minutes, 15 seconds into game number 3 at the Spengler Cup. 1-0 Yekaterinburg, courtesy of Dmitry Monia with an early goal. There's Chistov. Part of Honegger's Hunches gets it over to Rock Takar. And Doug, so far so good with some of the hunches. A 3-for-3 day yesterday, should be kicking field goals. Here's Martin Planik in over the line, leaving it there for Saravini. And the former Western Hockey Leaguer gets a shot over top of the net. Puck fired from the far side by Rene Vitorini. Drafted by Vancouver in 1999, veteran defenseman, as we take a look at that rush. Here's Yaroslav Bednar, the 40-year-old with over 100 of NHL games experience with LA and Florida. Turned 40 in November. 29 points in 32 games this year. Here's Megalinsky pinching in from the point. Behind the net. Has it on his backhand, comes out the other side. Near side, fires it towards the net. Ricochets to Bednar. Has a rush down the wing, looking in front of the net. Looking for Roman Kuchenberg, who was drafted by the Maple Leafs, and now a penalty coming up on the play as Nikita Shitov takes down Bednar right there. So our first power play of the game as the captain gets hauled down. First power play of the game, face off to the right of Vladimir Sikatsky. Yekaterinburg in whites from the KHL, taking on Mountfield from the Czech Republic in black. On the power play they go. Kuchenberg setting things up. Number 16, who played for the Toronto Marlies, drafted by the Leafs in 2004. Never played in the NHL. There's a shot from the point. Fired there by Martin Stanoch. 2 goals so far this year from the back end. Puck comes back to the point. Corralled there by Dietz, lets it go. Sakatsky, quick as a cat, makes the save and hangs on. Here's Alexander Picard, number 81 on the faceoff in black. Played for Davos last year, gets kicked out of the circle, so coming in is Yuri Simonak, the 38-year-old, who has 24 points this year in his 4th year with the team. Puck is controlled behind the net by Mikhail Kakovsky, and it's chipped down the ice nicely by Konstantin Volkov, and Mountfield will have to start again. Here's Simonak in over the line. Gets it back to Andres Desirins. He loses it, cleared to the line, kept in by Newton with a shot. Jake Newton from California, the 6'3" defenseman who's played in the USHL, AHL, and East Coast League. Almost tied the game right there.
Now you know number 81, that's him. Okay? What's that? What's the shape?
Picard, a veteran of almost 70 NHL games, wins the draw. Puck comes to the near side for Richard Jurasek. Back to the point with a shot. Sakatsky the save. Newton pinching in. The California native didn't miss the far post by much. Under a minute to go in the first penalty of the game. Puck is picked off by Jurasek. Scores! Richard Jurasek, the former Saginaw Spirit, buries it. We're tied at 1. Four minutes, 28 seconds in. Third straight game without a shutout, Doug, as we get a lot of offense here at the Spengler Cup. 32 games played this year for Richard Jurasek. He has 27 points. He's plus 12. I mentioned Saginaw Spirit. He played with TJ Brody there, who's a member, of course, of the Calgary Flames. There's a shot from the point by Zuravlyov, and that was blocked, and paying the price, number 27, Rastislav Dej. Puck is in the near corner. Evgeny Shasalin in after it. He lost the handle. Back comes Mountfield the other way. Rene Vitorini, former Quebec Major Junior star with Rimouski, starting the rush. In there once again was Alexander Picard, who gets a lot of ice time. We've seen so far in this tournament, although 4 lines are used, the top 9 forwards get the bulk of the ice time done. Getting the puck in deep is Konstantin Volkov. In after it, Denis Mingaliev. Speaking of 4th liners, long lead feed and a nice pass there by Jurasek. Almost sprung Monia the other way. As we approach the 6-minute mark here in period number 1 of a 1-1 game between Mountfield in black, if you're just joining us, and Yekaterinburg in white. For Mountfield, their first appearance at the Spengler Cup, they're 6th in the Czech League this year, and they've done a good job of scoring goals, and they're back in looking for more. Lubtek lets a shot go, that's blocked. Back to the point. Travis Earhart fires it over top of the net. Back comes Simakov the other way, all by himself. He tries to execute a solo Ranger rush, but it does not work. Game tied 1-1, period 1. We're back to Davos after this. I don't like to do it too much. It shows that I don't know the players.
Okay, stick on the ice, flat, wide, stick down.
1-1, period 1 here between Mountfield in black, Yekaterinburg in whites. Dmitry Monia opened the scoring for Yekaterinburg. Richard Jurasek replied, the former Saginaw Spirit for Mountfield. Yekaterinburg can ill afford to go down 0-2 in this tournament, having lost to Lugano yesterday, Doug, 4-2. Here's Stanislav Chistov near side, gathering speed. The former 5th overall pick of the Ducks back in 01. There's a shot from a sharp angle by Alexander Torchenyak, who has not been the offensive dynamo we've expected so far. 22 years of age. And they need offense from him. He's produced 22 points in the KHL this year, Doug. Here's Monia. He hasn't been quiet, shipping and chasing to himself. Not a dump in, but a puck retrieval that works perfectly. Puck comes back to Turbin at the point, fakes a shot, gets it to his partner, Timashov. That was kind of the Sedin slap pass, Doug, and it didn't work, but we've seen a lot of that in this tournament. Timashov, the second-year defenseman, leaves it and heads to the bench. Controlling the puck now is Volkov. Long lead feed there, looking for Ivashov, didn't work, so they started again, courtesy Tommy Kavisto, the Finnish national. Here's Kavisto with it now, coughs up the puck. Great opportunity for Picard right in front. Kavisto takes down his man, Michael Dragoon, and now going to the power play will be Mountfield, Doug. It's Kavisto with an uncharacteristic giveaway that led to a chance. Patrick Rybar has not really been tested in the area to your right. Number 42, a 1.93 goals against average in the Czech League this year. Here's Jake Newton. Tries to get it in deep, doesn't work. Kept in nicely at the blue line there by Richard Jurasek. Now the puck scoots out to center right in front of you. The big 6'3", 205-pound defenseman who has 9 points on the year. Jake Newton gets the puck deep behind the net to Yuri Simonak, the veteran. Pass up the middle is picked off, and Yekaterinburg skates it out to center as Oleg Zubin dumps it in and heads to the bench. Controlling the puck behind the net. And starting things out is Rastislav Dej. He's the one who blocked that shot earlier. Has a few injury bugs in his system as he's been banged up during the season. Here's a shot that's blocked nicely in front of the net as teeing that one up was Dietz, looking for the 2-1 goal as Yekaterinburg lofts it deep and down the ice. There's Lucas Lahotak on the ice, the centerman. Heads to the bench now as Mountfield changes on the fly as Dietz gets it back behind his own net. Looking for Saravini, back to Dietz, in on the forecheck nicely is Torchenyak as we have 15 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Torchenyak dangles, gets it over to Timashov shorthanded, and then Torchenyak and Turbin go to the bench. But you mentioned that work that basically kills the rest of the penalty. Loose puck in front of the net. Big opportunity there for Saravini, and he's denied by Sikatsky. Saravini with another shot that was blocked in front. I think it went off Vasilevsky, as back come the Russians the other way. In over the line. Simakov lost the handle. Gets it back again. Gets it into Kakovsky. Throws it around the net looking for Anatoly Golashev, and he's been nearly invisible here again this afternoon after dominating the tournament a year ago. Here comes Jan Buchtel in over the line. He lets a shot go that ricochets off the stick of Alish Palace over the glass and out of play. .8:49 to go here in period number 1, and that puck was not dropped fairly, so they'll do it again. On the face-off, Konstantin Volkov didn't get his stick down. They put that second back on the clock, and Alexander Picard easily wins the draw, and out comes Travis Earhart the other way. Earhart's in over the line, works a little give and go, looks for a deflection in front as he heads hard to the net, couldn't get it back again as the puck was fired in on goal by Michael Dragoon. .8:37 to go in the opening game for Mountfield in the tournament. Yekaterinburg from the KHL, where they sit 4th in the Harlamov division. Lost to Lugano last year in the semis, and lost to Lugano in their first game in this tournament by a score of 4-2. Penalty coming up on the play as Mikhail Kakovsky grabbed his man in the corner, and that's number 13, Martin Steinach. And a holding penalty is coming up, Doug, and we're seeing a lot of plays in the tournament so far that the players are arguing about, but that was basically a bear hug. Mikhail Kakovsky played in the OHL from 2011 to 2013. Played in Kingston and played with the Ottawa 67s. 24 years of age. He's got size and did not use his size there to the best of his ability. So power play here for Mountfield. Puck is controlled by Yaroslav Bednar, playing the point on the power play, number 26. Puck comes into Saravini. Loses his stick, has it tied up there as Megalinsky shoots it around the boards, but he didn't get enough wood on it, so it stays in. Great work here in the corner, trying to get the puck out, was Sheetoff, but he couldn't. Megalinsky has another opportunity as he's bumped there by Bedrich Kohler. 6'3", 240 pounds. Look for Bedrich Kohler in front of the net, where he has 11 goals this year. Bednar shot, tipped in front, loose puck. Finally covered by Sikatsky, and the key there was Bednar getting it through. .123 to go here in the minor penalty. Once again, Alexander Picard on the face-off. He's going up against Oleg Gubin. Face-off is controlled by Gubin. He gets it behind the net to Timashov. On the backhand, gets it to his forehand, and gets it down the ice. Patrick Rybar sets it up there for Jake Newton. Long lead feed looking for Simonak. He lost it, then gets bumped off the puck. Newton pinches in to keep it in, throws it behind the net. Timashov goes in after it, as does Andres Desirens. 2 years in the OHL with Kingston. Puck comes to the near side. Desirens gets it over to Simonak. Back to Desirens. 40 seconds in the penalty. Tried for a little tip play in front of the net to Jurasek. Didn't work, and Yekaterinburg brings it back down the ice. Vasilevsky tees that one down the ice. Rybar tees it up there as Mountfield comes back the other way with 15 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Nice work by Dietz to get it up. Gets it back again for a shot there by Lucas Lahotak. And Lahotak getting some late power play time here. The centerman, number 11, shot on goal, easily stopped by Vladimir Sakatsky.
Okay, guys. White is
7
first.
seconds to go in the minor
Easy,
penalty
guys,
to Mikhail
easy.
Kakovsky. Face-off won by Mountfield. Comes back to the point. There's a shot. Sakatsky with the save as it bounces to Lahotak. Lahotak leaves it there for Monet. His pass is picked off and we have a 2-on-1. Buchtel wants the puck, gets the puck. Denied there by Rybar on a perfectly executed 2-on-1 as Buchtel wanted it but couldn't bury it. Back comes Mountfield the other way, 3-on-3. Lahotak tried to get it in deep for the cycle, didn't work, and it comes out to center. Great end-to-end action right there at the end of the penalty. Here comes Mountfield on the attack. Rastislav Dej with the puck, number 27. Falls to the ice, leaves it there for Bednar. His shot goes weak and wide in the corner. Fighting for it is Dej with Turbin. Back to Bednar, shot blocker save by Sakatsky. Once again, Rastislav Dej with it. Gets the puck over to Bednar. Bednar in the slot, shot. Sakatsky gloves that one as that man, number 26, the 40-year-old, dominating the shift right there. Kakovsky came out of the box on a mission, Doug, and a very nice 2-on-1. Two left-handed shots there. If you had a right-handed shot, you could open up and bingo, but that wasn't the case.
Good. Okay, guys. Come on.
We have a bit of stick issue right here.
Good.
Little tape on the stick of Torchenyuk.
White is first.
Linesman helps out, so Torchenyuk, number
White
12
is
on the
first.
draw
Stick
against
on the
Martin
ice.
Klanik, number 19. Check that, that was actually number 29, Dragoon. Here's Dragoon with it now, loses it to Timashov, who skates it out to center. 5:15 to go, period number 1. 1-1 is the score, as we have offside on the play, as Chaselin was a step ahead of the play. We're tied at 1 here in Davos.
С бросочком, блядь.
Yeah, I told him. Good, good.
Play just underway as Michael Dragoon with an opportunity, broken up, gets it back again. Tries to get it to Richard Jurasek, who has a goal in the hockey game. It doesn't work. Picard's in on the forecheck. Over to Dragoon behind the net. Mountfield starting to take it to Yekaterinburg now, not just on the power play, of course, but at even strength. Much of the play is in the area to my right. Here's Travis Earhart, fakes a shot, gets it into Dragoon. Listen to the crowd, especially in the Davos den, making so much noise. And you are front and center in the thick of the action down there, Doug. What atmosphere here in Davos. Here's Golashev in front of the net on the backhand. That's his first shot on the game. Anatoly Golashev, drafted by the Islanders last year, thanks to a 25-goal season for the then 20-year-old. He went in the 4th round, struggling this year, only 4 goals. As Jurasek is grabbed, no call as he went hard to the net. Oh, check that. The back referee called it in front of you, Doug. So power play coming up for Mountfield. Richard Jurasek, 32 games this year, 27 points. He's got a goal in this hockey game, plus 12, responsible defensively. He's 25, sporting the playoff beard. And as I mentioned, in the OHL 2008-2009 with Saginaw. Under 4 minutes to go in the period as the puck comes back to Laz Grigork. He gets it over to Bednar. His shot is blocked, and Monia gets it out to center. Here's Yaroslav Bednar, over 100 NHL games under his belt, the 40-year-old, plays the point on the power play, gains the zone, gets it over to Saravini. Saravini spins away from his man, gets it back to the point, looking for Grigork. It doesn't work, picked off by Volkov, and he gets it down the ice, 40 seconds gone, just like that. Here's Peter Kukal. He's played so well in the tournament last 2 years for Yekaterinburg. Gets it in deep. Kukal on the ice as well. Puck is picked off by Zakar at center. Is now Mountfield very sloppy as Vasilevsky fires it down the ice. Roman Kuchenberg, the former Toronto Marley, gets it in deep, but Timashov fires it down the ice. .25 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Starting up here, number 67, Stanislav Dietz. He gets it in deep. Lahotak lets a shot go. Easily stopped there by Sakatsky with 15 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Andras Desirins.
Come closer.
2 years with Kingston in the OHL. 14 points this year is on the faceoff.
Good.
With 15 seconds of power play time left in the Megalinsky penalty. Faceoff is controlled by Planik. Gets it to the near side for Vitorini. His shot is blocked. Desirins gets it in deep. Trying to fire that one on goal with Saravini. The penalty is now over as Zuravlyov comes back the other way with Simikov. Simikov draws a penalty as he is hooked, and the parade to the penalty box continues. Hooking is the call as Simikov was impeded once again by a parallel stick. Rene Vitorini is in the box, the Vancouver Canuck draft pick in '99. Played for Rimouski in the Q. The 35-year-old defenseman is in the box. Game tied at 1, our third game of 11 at the 90th edition of the Spengler Cup. What they call the oldest invitational hockey tournament in the world. Vasilevsky at the point. Face-off was nicely won there by Oleg Gubin. Spinning and firing that puck is Dietz. Went into the bench, so we'll do it all over again. Only 9 seconds ticked off the power play.
139 in the period, 151 on the penalty. Oleg Gubin now on the face-off against Grigork. Check that, Dragoon gets kicked out of the circle. Face-off is to the left of Patrick Rybar. 1.93 goals against average, 925 save percentage in the Czech Republic this year, where Mountfield is 6th overall. Not bad for a new club. Kakovsky gets it over, far side to Simikov, who gets it back again. He's got Vasilevsky and Kakovsky at the point. Here's Simikov in front to Gubin. He loses a handle, spinning and firing his deets as he gets it down the ice. Trying to force that play, Doug. It's right in front of you there. There's just not enough open ice. There's a big shot there by, guess who? Anatoly Golashev. And he is denied, the 21-year-old from Perm, Russia. 25 goals last year, 4 goals this season.
Hey, 21, come here. Hey, we don't need that after a whistle, okay? That's it.
Just under 56 seconds to go in the period.
Okay, guys. Black is first.
Face off once again
Black
to the left
down.
of Patrick
White
Rybar.
down.
Played in Piastany last year where he put up big numbers, and now the 23-year-old's first chance with the big club. Buchtel works the puck into the corner. It's picked off, and back comes Mountfield the other way, led by Rastislav Dej. Short-handed Dej, weak shot. Easily steered aside by Sakatsky. Here's Rock-Takar losing the handle. Stanislav Chistov picks it up with 30 seconds to go in period 1. But Chistov, I'm not sure who he was looking for there, but it's picked off and goes back the other way. Rock-Takar in over the line, being watched by Jake Newton. Comes to the near side, pinching in is Shitov. Tries to get it in deep, but instead Mountfield will shoot it down the ice. The clock winds down. There is the horn, and Yekaterinburg will have a 12-second power play to start period number 2. A very entertaining first period, game tied 1-1 after 1. You're watching the 90th edition of the Spengler Cup live right here from Davos. Check 1, 2, I'm on headset. Hello, hello. All good? Yep. Doug, just be careful when you're talking to the truck not to say anything on the air. Because sometimes I think you're talking to me and it's like in over the line, nice move, and I hear, yeah. And I'm thinking, are you, yeah, on the move? Or are you saying, yeah, to the truck? So just be conscious of that. It's something that did not happen when we were side by side. But the rest is great, and I'm looking forward to soup and supper. I went and bought a pretzel. It's so delicious. I don't want to eat it with you guys listening, so I'm going to go off mic. Yes, sir, just eating my bagel. Oh, sorry. I need 30 seconds. I don't want to chew in your ears. Doug, I want to get into tonight, Davos, what it's going to be like. They've got a chance to put Canada down 0-2. Should be crazy tonight. Hello to all the Spengler Cup parties, including Guy Boucher, who you know is watching. You're looking at the Mountfield bench as the players are all pumped up here for this power play opportunity. There's your goal scorer, Richard Jurasek, who played in Saginaw in the OHL. This is the 90th edition of the Spengler Cup. I'm Steve Cooley, up top in the broadcast booth. Doug Honegger, who went to the Olympics for Switzerland in 1992, is in between the benches. Period number 2, Doug, after a very entertaining period number 1.
Let's go.
Power play winding down here for Mountfield. Is in after the puck is a rock to Carr, and the penalty is over. Is going after it there is Mikhail Kakowski in his own zone. 4-2 game 1. Lugano over Yekaterinburg. Canada losing to Minsk by a score of 7-4. Canada against Davos tonight. As here's an opportunity right in front. Oh, big save as Buchtel was robbed right there by Patrick Rybar. Back comes Mountfield on a 3-on-2. Trying to feather that puck in was Andres Desirens, and he almost hit his partner there in the ear with that shot. But what a save by Rybar just a minute into the period. Rastislav Dej, who had a strong period, gets it in deep, sets up for a one-timer. Didn't get that one-timer back from Kuchenberg, who has it now. Gets it over to Gregorek. His shot goes wide as Torchenyuk gets it out on the far side. Trying to get it back again is Shasalin, who loses it. Monia was also there as it comes back to Turbin in his own zone, being watched by Yaroslav Bednar. The 40-year-old former NHLer has played very well so far this season and in this tournament. There's a shot, a one-timer by Simikov. Cocking and loading, couldn't get a good shot away as back comes Dragoon the other way. He lost the handle. The arm goes up there as Yekaterinburg will go on the power play. I believe Dragoon was frustrated losing the puck, and he may have taken a whack at his opponent. Setting up in his own zone is Alexei Simikov, the veteran, in over the line. Tries to feed it in front there for Gubin. Comes back out over the line where Anatoly Golashev will start things out. Golashev gets it over to Shitov. Shitov loses the handle momentarily, but Golashev gets it back again. The whistle doesn't go. No possession in control, and here's Golashev in over the line. The 4th round pick of the Islanders gets it in for Gubin. Gubin, far boards, in front of the net, looking for Megalinsky. Touched by Kavisto. Power play, Yekaterinburg. I think high sticking, Doug, is the call. Number 23, Konstantin Volkov on the faceoff. Denis Mingaliev getting a power play shift there. There's a shot from Zhuravlyov And another nice save by Rybar is failing to keep that one in. It's the 25-year-old Finn Kavisto, and they'll start all over again. Kavisto, who has the puck now, played for the Red Deer Rebels in the Western Hockey League. Second year with the team, they get it in deep. In after it there, controlling the puck is Mingaliev. Leaves it for Ivashov. Mingaliev and Ilashov, surprisingly on the power play here with Volkov for Yekaterinburg. A bit of a message sender as that shot is right on by Igor Zavliov. And Patrick Rybar, I don't know about you, Doug, but he's impressed me cool and calm so far. For those watching across Canada, it's breakfast in Davos. I guess it's around 10 o'clock in the east, 7 a.m. in Vancouver as the 90th edition is underway. A tournament that began as a little friendly to unite this part of Europe after World War I in 1923, as the Russians are called for offside. Outside from 23 until 77, inside from 78 on, and the atmosphere in here, listen to this crowd. I wish we could bring some of this back to the National Hockey League, Doug. Now, is that because all the spilling of the beer? Is that what I want a poncho, Doug. Yes, check out the Periscope feed for the fans who are enjoying themselves. We'll have to go down to the Davos Den in between games, okay, Doug? How about that? 20 seconds to go in the power play. Here we go. Timoshov's shot. That's blocked. Timoshov over to Pavel Turbin. Keeps it in. Gets it for Evgeny Shasalin. He loses it. Cleared to the line and finally out down the ice there by Lucas Lahotak. And that is going to do it for the power play as Mountfield dodges another bullet. Here's a chance down the ice for Yaroslav Bednar. Doesn't move his feet as well as he does, but he always seems to be in and around the puck. Second round pick of the Kings in 01. 102 NHL games with LA and Florida. Just turned 40. Doug, this is his 25th year pro. I could think of fewer things I'd rather be doing than playing hockey till in my 40s. We talked about Chris DiDomenico yesterday. I think he's going to be playing hockey into his 40s. He loves it that much. There's a shot, they score! It may have been tipped in front of the net by Roman Kuchenberg. Nonetheless, Mountfield on a great deflection. They love that. They lead 2-1. Well, my friend, there's the layers that you talked about in the first period of the first game. That's the way you need to score with how good these goalies are everywhere around the world. Here's a 2-on-1 for Yekaterinburg. Here's a chance on the one-timer. And Mingaliev, who's getting ice time right now because of the frustrating lack of offense for Yekaterinburg. Number 79 had a chance right there. Volkov brings it in the other way. once again gets it to Valgaliev. There's a shot. Oh, Kavisto. How did he miss that one, Doug? You saw it right there from ringside. I think you're right. His first even strength shift, we saw him on the power play, and we said to ourselves, why is he on the power play? And you know what? It's time to change things up. You mentioned in the opening you want to see an offensive explosion, and if the big guns aren't doing it, you got to rely on some of the youngsters, as there's a big open ice hit by Zuravlyov. 2-1 Mountfield. We're back to Davos after this. Wow, what a chance. Rybar got a stick on that. Are you kidding me? Live action at the 90th Spengler Cup just underway. Moments ago, Tommy Kavisto was absolutely robbed. Highlight of the night material by Rybar, who makes another save there on Dmitry Monia. Here's another chance in front. Ricochets back to the point. Rybar looks like the real deal so far. We thought Elvis Merzlikins had a great tournament last year. Patrick Rybar looking great for Mountfield as that shot whistles high and wide by Nikolai Timashov as Yekaterinburg in white, if you're just joining us, lost to Lugano 4-2 in the opener. Cannot go down 0-2 here in their second game against Mountfield as a pair of sevens clash right in front of us here inside the line. Timashov wins the battle against Monet, keeps it in. Timashov's shot, saved by Rybar. Puck is chipped to center ice by Rene Federini, the former Vancouver Canuck draft pick. Picked up by Gubin at center. Near side to Simikov. They need something from this guy. Simikov in over the line. Back to Gubin. Right in on goal. Back to Simikov. Back to the point. There's a shot. Shitov with an opportunity as the Russians are really moving it around now. Megalinsky with a shot. Rybar stops that one. Big rebound, but it's easily steered away by Rudy Cervini. Back comes Gubin the other way. In front of the net. Steered into the corner by Rybar, who continues to look cool and calm as we approach the 8-minute mark of period 2, game 3, Spengler Cup 90, here from Davos. Kavisto wins that battle with Yuri Simonak, the 38-year-old in his 4th year with the team, and here comes Tommy Kavisto. Seems to me like the Yekaterinburg defense have been told, go, go, go. Timashov and Kavisto in on the rush many a times, as there's Mingaliev once again, now getting a regular shift, number 79 for Yekaterinburg. Here he is now, Mingaliev high and wide, fired that one way over top of the net, but he is getting his ice time here as the puck is cleared to center. Alexei Vasiliev brings it in, and I do believe Roman Ivashov was offside right in front of you, Doug, at the Russian bench.
No moving stick, stick on the ice, black, white.
Jake Newton from California, the 6'3", 205 defenseman, gets it in deep, but it's corralled by Kukovsky. His long lead feed for Chistov too far. Tracking it down is Martin Steinach, and icing is the call, our first icing of the period. Face-off controlled by Mountfield as Jake Newton fires it over top of the net. Mountfield is dominating in the face-off circle. Over 55% so far, and guess what, Doug? That led to the go-ahead goal. Chasing down the puck is Alexander Picard, our first intermission guest, centering there for the first goal scorer of the game, Richard Jurasek. He loses it. Back the other way comes Vitorini. Chance for a 2-on-1 there with Lahotak, but Lucas Lahotak was a step ahead of the play. As we approach the halfway mark of period number 2, game number 3, Yekaterinburg in white from the KHL in Russia against Mountfield from the Czech Republic in black. Mountfield is 6th overall this year, and they filled the net this year, Doug. They have scored 92 goals in their 32 games, so that's almost 3 goals a game as a penalty's coming up on the play. I believe it's coming up against Vitorini again. There's a shot centered in front of the net. Looking for that puck is Torchenyak. Comes back to the point. Shitov shot blocked in front. Sprawling in front of that one was Bedrich Kohler. Boy, right in front of you. Nice block. $240 for Kohler getting in front of that puck as Simikov brings it in. Comes back to Timashov, looking in the far side. He's got a man behind the net, that's Shasalin. Gets it back to Simikov, back to Timashov's shot. They went for the high, low, low screen there. I counted 4 white sweaters in front of the net. Nonetheless, Vitorini is getting another penalty, his second of the game, another power play for Yekaterinburg. Travis Earhart, number 2, is on in a defensive penalty-killing role here for Mountfield. On the face-off is Gubin. Oleg Gubin loses the draw there to Kuchenberg, but it's picked up by Simikov near side. Number 14, Simikov, has had the puck a lot today, Doug. He's got Gubin with him. They like that play where they try to find Gubin in the slot. It has not worked so far. Anatoly Golashev to Gubin. Near side for Simikov. Back to Megalinsky. Top of the circle, Simikov. Back to Megalinsky. Fakes the shot. One-timer. Gubin fires it. Rybar gets a blocker on that one. 30 seconds gone in the minor penalty. Yekaterinburg desperately needing to tie the game. 0-1 after losing to Lugano 4-2 yesterday. Puck comes to Shitov. Shot. Fires it wide. Megalinsky can't keep it in. Shitov brings it in near side for Golashev. Golashev into Simikov. Alexei Simikov, 30 years of age, small forward. There's a shot with a man in front of the net, Konstantin Volkov. Patrick Rybar covers that one, the key, no rebound.
Good.
140 clicks, that's Doug Honecker on the Trans-Canada Highway right there. I think the conversion's about a fair 65 miles per hour. 45 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Is this icing? Yes, icing is the call. Racing for the puck there once again was Denis Mingaliev, who gets another power play chance, but it's icing and we got to bring it back 180 feet. Alexander Picard on the face-off loses the draw. Zaravliov and Kavisto starting things out here with Konstantin Volkov. Comes on the near side for Ivashov. He shoots it in deep, and there goes Volkov in after it. Comes to the near side for Zaravliov. 23 seconds in the penalty as there's a shot blockered away. Kavisto shot, Rybar save. Here's Ivashov. Gets it to Mingaliev. Back to Zaravliov, to Mingaliev. Tries to find in the skates. Volkov gets it back again. Back to Kavisto at the point with a shot through a screen. Mingaliev was there, couldn't get a stick on that one. There's another shot. Blocked in front of the net. I think it went off the skate of Stanislav Dej. And it's cleared to center, and Doug Mountfield dodges another bullet and kills another penalty. Are you impressed with what you've seen from a team, Mountfield from the Czech Republic, so far? Pace there by Thibaut Monet, getting a rare shift number 7. On the offensive foray in the far corner now as the puck comes back to the point. In after it is Lucas Lahotak. They can't keep it in, and Yekaterinburg with a chance. 2-on-1. Oh, but what a defensive play by number 13, Martin Steinach, coming back the other way. Simonek stopped there by Sakatsky. One of the few saves Sakatsky's had to make, Doug, in period number 2. Six minutes exactly to go in period number 2. In on the forecheck is Shasalin. He loses it to Vitorini. Puck comes on the far side to Andres Desirens. He leaves it there for Simonak, who gets it in. Here's Planik, Martin Planik. 1 goal so far this year, plus 12, lets it go high and wide. As we saw in some of the other games in this tournament, what a perfect time to get your first of the year. And to do it in the Spengler Cup as the puck is corralled there by Andres Desirens. In over the line. Desirens has Cervini with him. He loses the handle. Also there is Rastislav Dej, who's blocked 5 shots so far in this hockey game. Nikolai Timoshov, the 22-year-old defenseman, gets it up to Simakov. Turbin, far side for Anatoly Golashev, who chips it in and then gives chase. Yaroslav Bednar in his own zone, being watched by 3 white sweaters. Simonak wins the battle, but there's going to be a penalty on the play. We'll sort it out when we come back live from Davos.
Black is first. You first. Yeah. You first, okay. No moving
Power
sticks.
play Mountfield. Anatoly Golashev with a
down,
foolish penalty, Doug, 200 feet from his own nets. Kohler heads to the front of the net. Puck comes back to the point to Gregork. Near side for Bednar, who plays the point on the power play. Yaroslav Bednar lets it go. Bounces to Rastislav Dej. Plays it into the corner for Cervini. He battles along the boards, as does Volkov. Gregork getting power play time. Bednar, his pass goes into the corner where it's picked off by Rastislav Dej. Far side, top of the right wing, circle in front. The old Sedin tip play, high tip play in front leads to a shot. Steered aside nicely there by Sakatsky and then fired down the ice by Dmitry Monia. Alexander Picard gets it into Yuri Simonak, the 38-year-old veteran, top of the left wing circle. Goes to the far side. That shot there was blocked nicely
by Simikov, comes back to the point. Newton with a shot, that's blocked again, and just getting it out and down the ice is Rock Takar, the 27-year-old who had a big year in the KHL last year, is on here killing the penalty nicely. We approach the 17-minute mark of this, the second period. Controlling the puck, Andres Desirens. 2 years in Kingston in the OHL, starts it up here for Picard. There's a shot that goes high and wide, fired over the net by Kohler, and out of the penalty box comes, you guessed it, Golashev gets it in front of the net. Tarchenyuk, they score! Out of the box and into the net. What a pretty passing play, and we're tied at 2. The only thing we didn't see there was Golashev picking up the piano and throwing it off his back. Only 4 goals during the regular season. That's a beauty. Yes, he caught a break coming out of the box, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coaches of all ages, what a perfectly executed zone entry. It was in, kicked it to the middle. They went over the proverbial Royal Road twice. Virtually no chance for Patrick Rybar. One of the best goals we've seen in the tournament so far. 2-2 in period number 2 as Yekaterinburg, yeoman's work killing the penalty, and then 2 of their offensive stars, Tarchenyuk and Anatoly Golashev, gets a goal, and you wonder if this will lead him not just at the Spengler Cup, but into more offensive success in his KHL season. Another penalty's coming up as Kavisto whistles that one wide. Comes to the near side for Simikov. Gets it back to the point to Kukovsky. Back to Simikov. The tide has turned, my friend. Kukovsky's shot tipped in front. Simikov with it now behind the net. He's being watched there by Grigork. Back to the point, Kavisto to Kukovsky. Shot goes wide on purpose. Into the corner for Simikov. Gets it to Monia, but Jurasek touches it, and Yekaterinburg has been given a late Christmas gift here with another power play opportunity. Face-off is controlled by Yekaterinburg. There's Tommy Kavisto. Gets it in deep to Volkov. Out in front of the net. Oh, what a chance there by Mingalev, who's on the PP again, Doug. He almost made it a 3-2 game. He's got the puck now once again. Denis Mingaliev. Give and go here with Volkov. Far side for Kavisto. 45 seconds to go in this, the second period. Mingaliev gets it into the corner for Ivashov, who only seems to see Tim Kerr power play time. Without the 34 goals, NHL record in one NHL season. There's a shot from the point, and a big one by Zravliov, but Patrick Rybar is there to make the stop. 31 seconds to go in the second period. Kakowski at the point. There's a shot by Vasiliev off the glove of Rybar. Stanislav Chistov with it now. Back to Vasiliev. Near side for Kakowski. Scores! What a shot by Mikhail Kakowski. That is a bullet from the point on the power play. 3-2 Yekaterinburg. Mikhail Kakowski on the point, drills it in. We've talked about his history in the Ontario Hockey League. 24 years of age, played in Kingston, played in Ottawa, and they know about his big bomb there, and we saw it here as Yekaterinburg is full credit for a 3-2 lead after 40 minutes of play. It's been an entertaining game so far. Later tonight, Davos against Team Canada in the proverbial must-win game for the Canadian team. More on that in just a moment. Vic Router is still ahead. We're back with Spengler Cup action after this.
Check 1, 2 on headset here. Check 1, 2. Yep.
Ghetto.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, and away we go. Period number 3. By the way, this is the room for view from our hotel. Gotcha, sir. Gotcha. You got it. Yippers. The Kikoski. It's beautiful. Should put it in the hunches. Well, when I mentioned Kikoski, I'll tee up for As You Called with the Bad Ice. Where? How does she look? So 8:15 tonight's Canada, right, guys? Which is 2:15 in Toronto, 11:15 a.m. in Vancouver. Is that correct? -6 and -3. We are live from the Vale Ant Arena here in Davos, Switzerland, site of the 90th Spengler Cup. I'm Steve Koulias along with Doug Honegger. I'm in the booth, Doug between the benches, and the rest of our TSN Davos crew for an outstanding game. Doug, 3-2, Yekaterinburg is in the lead. Let's check back in with Honegger's hunches and see if you can continue your perfect streak from yesterday.
White first, sticks and ice. Let's go, hey.
And so has Vladimir Sakatsky in net for Yekaterinburg. Remember, it was Ivan Lasutin yesterday. He gave up 3 goals. So now Sakatsky is the guy, and we have not even seen Igor Yastinsky as the puck goes into the netting along the near boards. Igor Yastinsky didn't dress for game 1 as the backup for game 2, so I guess there's a changing of the guard here for this KHL team. Here's Grigork with a shot that was blocked there by Shasalin, who skates down the ice and picks up the loose puck. Comes back to Blaz Grigork, who loses it again there to Torchenyuk. Wrong guy, wrong time, loose in front, and how did Patrick Rybar keep that one out? It was a discombobulation in the Mountfield zone. Oleg Gubin on the draw here for Yekaterinburg. Wins the face-off as he's done more than 52% of the time. Here's Anatoly Golashev winding and shooting. His shot was blocked there by Stonic from point-blank range. Golashev with a little bit more spring in his step after his goal, after he took the dum-dum penalty and scored a beautiful goal courtesy of his partner there, Alexander Torchenyuk, as Mountfield now brings it in. In on the forecheck is Michael Dragoon, who's had a strong game for the Czechs so far today. Back comes Oleg Gubin. He backhands it in and heads to the bench. Puck comes along the far side for Mingaliev, who's turned into a regular. Coaches will see, and if you impress them, you'll get your ice time, as a holding penalty is coming up on the play. And I do believe Travis Earhart will get this one right here, Doug.
Konstantin Volkov, number 23, on the draw. Roman Ivashov. Yekaterinburg's version of Tim Kerr. It seems he's only on the ice on the power play. Kerr did more than that, but he scored so many goals on the power play. Same body type as the puck is shot to the line and kept in by Kavisto. In the corner, Volkov in after it now. Ends up on the stick of Denis Mingaliev. Back behind the net looking for Volkov. Pinching down the boards is Zuravlyov. Puck comes to the near side to the aforementioned Ivashov. Into Mingaliev. Far side for Volkov, who gets it back again, playing catch with Mingaliev. Konstantin Volkov back to Denis Mingaliev. Comes to the near side to Kavisto. Winding, shooting, and sprawling in front of that one. Bedrick Kohler, his 240-pound Doug, block another shot. Kavisto lets it go from the point. Screening in front is Mingaliev. But Patrick Rybar shuts the door. Roktakar on the faceoff. He wins it to Chistov to Kukovsky, who, as you predicted, scored partly because of the bad ice in period number 2 on the power play. They worked the Blackhawks-type power play. Chistov gets it to Kukovsky, pinching in, but it doesn't work, and clearing that puck down the ice is Roman Kuchenberg, who does a great job for Mountfield killing penalties. But a different look on the power play right there as Chistov went in Artemi Panarin's position along the near boards in the corner. Here's Mikhail Kukovsky over to Vasiliev. They set up again with Chistov in the near corner. He gets it on the far side. Controlling that puck is Roktakar. Back to Chistov, back to the point to Kukovsky. Lets it go. It was tipped wide by Yin Buchtel in front of the net. Vasiliev can't keep it in. He brings it back in on a delayed offside, and Yekaterinburg has to clear the zone, and tick-tock goes the clock. Penalty is now over as the puck comes through center. Controlling that was Monia momentarily. Ends up on the stick of Alexander Torchenyak. To Monia, back to Torchenyak. The give and go just failed to click there. And that would have made it a 4-2 game, and it could have been lights out for Mountfield. Here's Lucas Lahotak in his own zone, trying to find Thibaut Monet. Instead, it's picked up by Jake Newton. Newton centers it. Nobody is home in a black sweater. And back comes Alexei Simakov the other way. Simakov in over the line, tries to attack the triangle. Ends up on the stick of Golashev to Gubin in close. Oh, what a play by those three. Tic-tac, but there was no toe. Loose puck. Big hit by Megalinsky in front of the net is corralling that puck and taking it hard to the net was Rastislav Dej, as it ends up now on the stick of Rudy Cervini, former Regina Pat, as Golashev gets it in deep. Tracking this one down is Alish Palace. He lives it there for Cervini. Tries to get it out on the near side, and he does, where Desirens gets it out. Ends up back on the stick here of Cervini once again. Cervini picks the pocket of his man, takes a shot towards the net, but it doesn't make it through. Delayed penalty coming up here against Yekaterinburg, as slowly controlling the play in his own zone is Yaroslav Bednar. Bednar, our second intermission guest, 40 years of age, over 100 games of NHL experience. Crowd right into it again, in over the line. Giving the puck away there was Richard Jurasek, but Mountfield Doug will go back to the power play.
So here we go. On the power play
There's a warning.
Bedrich Kohler. Rastislav Day.
Wait,
Bednar on the point.
Good.
Also on the point is number 15, Blaz
You
Grigort.
first.
He's more of a setup man. He'll get it over to Yaroslav Bednar, who can then dictate what he wants to do with the puck. Play in for Dej. He lets it go to Kohler. Bedrich Kohler on the near side here for Rastislav Dej. Back to Kohler. Into Bednar, smartly pinching into the far corner. In front for Kohler. But he's knocked to the ice there by Kakovsky. And then it's cleared by the Russians down the ice. Bednar coughs up the puck to Torchenyuk. Here's an opportunity. Torchenyuk, he was running out of real estate, could not see any mesh, but an opportunity shorthanded for number 12 nonetheless. "25 years of age, second year in the AHL for Torchenyuk. 9 goals and 22 points so far this season." Remember, Yekaterinburg in the Harlamov division, they are in 4th place right now. But they are leading this game after losing 4-2 to Lugano yesterday. Doug Shedd very happy where his team is at. They are off today, scouting this game right now. Under a minute to go in the minor penalty. Galiev in the box. There's a shot blocked by number 22 Evgeny Shasalin. He heads to the bench as Jake Newton setting up shop in his own zone, Doug. Six seconds to go in the minor penalty. In the box is Denis Mingaliev, who's had a strong game,
Little bit over.
earning
Watch
more
his
and more
skate.
ice
Easy,
time.
easy.
Started the game on the
Good.
4th line.
Watch your
Turned
skates,
himself
okay?
into a top
Black stick on the
9
ice.
regular.
Wide stick down.
Here's Kuchenberg in over the line. And that's one of the criticisms, even at the highest level, going back to Vancouver and other Olympic Games, is the inability to keep up with the Mike Babcocks of the world. And there's a belief that a North American or i.e. Canadian coach running the Russian program would help in terms of line matchups, in terms of ice time. That's something we can get into when we come back. 3-2 Yekaterinburg in Davos. These pictures and sounds are coming to you live from the Vale Ant Arena here in Davos, Switzerland. 3rd consecutive sellouts. Over 7,000 fans, perhaps illegally crammed into this building for this afternoon start this evening. 8:15 here, 2:15 in Toronto, 11:15 in Vancouver. It's Davos, the home squad against Team Canada in another proverbial must-win game. So far, Yekaterinburg, who lost their opener, has responded or is responding. Team Canada, one of the question marks going in action tonight, Doug, is who will start in goal.
In between the first and second period, I went down into the Team Canada room, had a little hello chat with Luke Richardson and his staff, Dave King and company. They were looking at film, going over exactly what we're talking about. They didn't tip their hand, what they may or may not do. One loss doesn't bury you in this tournament, but it makes things very, very difficult as Vladimir Sokatsky hangs on. And we have not mentioned Sokatsky's name in a little while, as Mountfield from the Czech Republic, it seems tying this game is just out of their grasp.
Good, guys. Let's do it. You first, stick on the ice, Black.
Sokatsky hangs on to that one, 11:02 to go here in regulation time. Just a reminder, if we are tied after 3, we will play 3-on-3. If we're still tied, we go to a shootout. It's 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime or shootout win in this tournament. And boy, these two teams, 3-on-3 hockey. We don't cheer for anybody, Doug. We're neutral at all times, but it'd be nice to see a little 3-on-3 on the 200 by 100 feet ice. Well said, my friend, well said. There's Torchenyak in on the forecheck. Delayed offside coming against Yekaterinburg. As we approach the halfway mark of this period, Travis Earhart's corralling the puck behind his own nets. Yekaterinburg set up in the 1-2-2, just like the NHL. When you see the whites of their eyes, there is no forecheck. Is bringing that puck in is Alexander Picard. He had a great first period. He's been a little quiet ever since. .37-year-old Alexei Simikov has the puck now. 5'5", 172 he's listed at, so they can't be lying about that. Basically his 18th year in the program at all the top Russian leagues is Anatoly Golashev. Gets the puck in over the line, feeding Konstantin Volkov right on Patrick Rybar, and of course, no rebound.
Behind the hash marks, you first.
That shot right in the proverbial breadbasket that the minor bantams and minor midgets that I watch. It's hard to hit the bullseye all the time, right? The only spot you can never score on a goalie, hit the crest. Under 10 minutes to go here in period number 3 as the puck comes to Mintgaliev down the wing. Nice move, outside, inside, but he lost the handle as Blaz Grigorik gets it out on the far side to Lahotak. Here's Lucas Lahotak giving it up for Kohler. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but he coughed it up. And back comes Mintgaliev the other way. He's got some speed, number 79, Doug. Puck is in the near corner. Back to the point. Kakowski's shot as he walked the line to get that one in position. He's a big man, but moved his feet very well there to change the angle to make sure he can get that shot through. Cervini, big number 65, brings it in for Mountfield. That rush did not lead to anything, so they'll try it again. 8 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in regulation time. Jan Buktel, far side, gets it up to the former Duck Stanislav Chistov, who takes a bump to make a play, still has the puck, coughs it up now to Yaroslav Bednar with speed. Bednar in over the line. He has Rastislav Dej with him. Back behind the net to Bednar, but a nice play there by Nikolai Timashov, the 22-year-old second-year defenseman who I know has impressed you in the 5 periods so far. Here's a chance in front, sorry, they score! A loose puck in front of the net is banged in, and just like that, we're tied. It's 3-3. Backdoor, it might have been number 27, Rastislav Dej. Bednar was there. A big goal for the team from the Czech Republic. It was number 16, Roman Kuchenberg, who got a stick on that one. So many bodies in front of the net. Made it hard for us and made it hard for Vladimir Sikatsky. So hang on, everybody. Roman Kuchenberg, the former Toronto Marley Leafs 4th round pick back in 2004, makes it a 3-3 game. So Mountfield finally mounting an attack, Doug, and they've tied this hockey game, and no surprise, Yaroslav Bednar was right there front and center. Michael Dragoon with the puck, gets it back to the point to Martin Stonic, spinning away from his man nicely once again. Number 81, Picard, but he coughs it up, and Golashev comes back the other way. Here he comes, Anatoly Golashev with a shot, stopped by Patrick Rybar, and he will hang on. Konstantin Volkov on the face-off, and they'll have to do that again. Let's go downstairs and check in with Honegger's hunches.
He goes for the stick. Good. Wait, the clock. We are getting ready. Good. Watch out, no turning. Good. Aim the hash marks. Good. Stick on the ice. That's good. You.
6:58 to go in period number 3 in regulation time. As the late, great Danny Gallivan would say, overtime looming large. As Konstantin Volkov gets in front of the net. Looked like Ivashov got something towards the net as Stanislav Dietz gets it out down the ice. The long feed for Bedrich Kohler was too far, and Kavisto brings it back the other way. Puck ends up on the stick of Lahotak. His shot is blocked by Kavisto. Lucas Lahotak getting some ice time here, as does Thibaut Monet, as he gets it in front of the net. Covering up is Sokatsky, and he'll hang on. This game is coming to you live from Davos. Great stuff, Dougie boy. Great stuff, Dougie boy. Excellent stuff. You're watching live action of the 90th edition of the Spengler Cup from the Vaillant Arena in Davos, Switzerland. We've got a barn burner here as that shot from the point fired by Martin Planik, the small, skilled, right-handed shooting defenseman, tipped over the glass and out of play. We've got Yekaterinburg in white, Mountfield in black, tied 3-3 as moments ago. A goal by Roman Kuchenberg. Former Toronto Marley has made it a 3-3 game. He went hard to the net, and as your hunch said, Yaroslav Bednar was front and center again.
Guys, that's good. Okay, guys. Wide is first, wide is first.
Was that an issue in your mind last year as well, Doug? Well, we know for all the commercial breaks at the NHL level, they come out and shovel the snow, and the excess snow you would not believe that's accumulated during a game comes off the ice. Not so much here at the Vail Ant Arena because they don't take it off, so that could be a factor on the big ice as a power play is coming up for Mountfield. I believe Bednar was slashed moments ago, and this will lead to another power play as the puck comes to the near side, and it's controlled by Dragoon in front to Yaroslav Bednar, the former NHLer who just turned 40 in November, gets it in front of the net. Controlling the puck is Dej. Shot from the point there is blocked. Hallis lets it go, and a power play with 4:51, Doug, and not happy about the call, number 12, Alexander Torchenyuk. Number 81, Alexander Picard on the face-off. It's controlled by Mountfield. Comes back to Desirins. Gets it in for Jurasek. Jurasek with a shot. It goes off number 26, Shitov, over the glass and out of play.
Light is first. No
4:41 to go
okay?
here in regulation
Watch
time.
Watch
1:51 in the
Easy.
minor penalty. Picard on the draw again. Loses the draw. Puck is slashed to the line, but kept in there by Desirins. Near side for Jurasek. Back to Desirins. From the hash marks. Gets it back again. Waiting. Back to the point to Jake Newton. Into Desirins. There's a shot blocked in front, but it's corralled by Picard. Alexander Picard leaves it for Andras Desirins. Far side, there's a shot. Loose in front, it was blocked. Cleared but not out. Jake Newton to Bednar. Desirins shot. Loose in front, they score! Richard Jurasek on the power play. Listen to this crowd. 4-3 Mountfield. Richard Jurasek is the third player to have a 2-goal game in this tournament. 32 games during the regular season in which he posted 27 points in those games. That's his second goal of this game as there's a shot by Vasilevsky that's blocked and it's poked out to center ice. Under 4 minutes to go as that puck almost hits you, Doug, at the Yekaterinburg bench. I mentioned earlier, Richard Jurasek sporting the playoff beard, plus 12 this year. He's 25, and he played with TJ Brody in Saginaw in the OHL. And what the key has been so far at this event, we've seen goals, but more importantly, Doug, we have seen lead changes. It's all about lead changes for excitement, and this game has had lead change after lead change. Michael Dragoon is going to get a penalty and give Yekaterinburg another opportunity to tie this hockey game. As Dragoon maybe bumped his man from behind. I think the official call is holding anyway, Doug.
Black stick on the ice, right?
Controlling the puck is Shasalin. He loses it. Corralled nicely by Earhart, and he airs it down the ice. Under 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Again, if we are tied, we'll go to 3-on-3 hockey. Carrying the puck in is Dmitry Monia. He was great in the first period. He's been quiet ever since. Puck is corralled in the corner by Rastislav Dej. He doesn't shoot it down the ice. They rag the puck. He gets it over to Kuchenberg, who sends it in deep. Here's Dej in the corner, wins the battle, back to Kuchenberg, and instead of playing it in, Doug, he left it for a defenseman. Tick-tock goes the game clock. We approach the 18-minute mark of this, the third period. In the corner for Rene Vitorini, and he airlifts it down the ice. The shifts are 20 seconds long for Mountfield right now. Mikhail Kakar over to Rock Tikar. They fire it in courtesy of Peter Kukal, who has been quiet in this hockey game. Shot down the ice once again by Mountfield, courtesy of Martin Steinach, and he heads to the bench. Anatoly Golashev leaves it there for Alexei Simikov, right in on goal. Oh, what a chance, another chance by Golashev. Puck is loose, it's still loose. It's picked up here by Rastislav Dej. The penalty is over, in over the line. There's a shot. Great opportunity by Dragoon out of the penalty box, and Dragoon has the puck now. Oh, what entertainment here. Just over a minute left in regulation time. Alish Palace lifts it down the ice. We will watch Vladimir Sakatsky as we are in the final minutes. Here's Simikov in over the line. Sakatsky still in the crease. The Russians just take longer to pull their goalie. Patrick Wallace not in the building. Golashev to the net, loses the puck. Sakatsky goes to the bench for an extra attacker. No icing, no icing. 30 seconds to go in regulation time. Here's Dmitry Monia, gathering speed at center, in over the line. Monia shooting, save. Juggled by Patrick Rybar, and he'll hang on with 18.7 seconds to go in period number 3. Timeout, Mountfield. All hands on deck, 4-3. The building is alive. The tournament is rocking and rolling. Who do you expect to see on the ice for Yekaterinburg? Would you design a play that goes through either Golashev, Simikov, or perhaps Rock Tikar? They've put 1.3 seconds back on the clock, so 21 seconds as Oleg Gubin will be on the draw. Alexei Vasilevsky, number 93. Mikhail Kukovsky, face-off won by Mountfield. Cleared around the boards, kept in by Vasilevsky. Passes to an open wing, corralled and shot to the line and out. Just out over the line. Picked up at center by Chasal, and he dumps it in. Time is going to run out here on Yekaterinburg. Mountfield wins 4-3. What a hockey game. (4-3) the final score. There were 65 shots on goal, 34 for Yekaterinburg, 31 for Mountfield. They're 1-0. Yekaterinburg is 0-2. Canada and Davos tonight, live here from Switzerland. Great job, everybody. Maybe our best all-around game. It keeps getting better. Very happy. No, you take it 4-3 the final means you go, you get your soliloquy. Not 20 seconds, but you take it, you give me at least 10 to say goodbye. Okay, give me the questions. I know nothing about her. All I remember, the Swiss miss. I don't want to embarrass myself, so tell me what to say. Okay, as long as it's not about her career. What did she win?